Hey everybody, this is David McCree, CPA, the nonprofit tax guy, and today I want to talk to you about corresponding with the IRS and the delays that you may experience now, and the frustrations and the craziness. Okay, so as of November 2020, the IRS is at least 6 months behind in processing correspondence from taxpayers. At least 6 months, perhaps more. That's what they'll admit to, 6 months. In many cases, getting penalty abatement could take a year or more. I've got a case open right now that's over a year old. Okay, and this is a type of case that could have been solved in 3 months back in 2018 and before. If you're mailing correspondence to the IRS, use certified mail. Okay, with a return receipt. You just must. And you can also use a private delivery service like FedEx, but I find that certified mail works great. Once it's mailed, you wait about 30 days or so, and then you call the IRS Exempt Organizations Division at 877-829-5500, and you inquire about the status of your correspondence. Did they receive it? Has it been assigned to an agent? Most likely they're going to tell you they haven't received it, and to wait another 30 days. They may tell you to fax it, in which case, fine. Get the number and fax it to them. Always make sure that before you fax something that you talk to the IRS and get the correct fax number to use, because they have multiple fax machines and not all of them are always functioning properly. Okay? When you fax it, don't fax it late in the day. Don't fax it on weekends or holidays or after hours. The reason is the fax machines may be out of paper. So the best time to fax would be about mid-morning or perhaps in the middle of the afternoon after lunch. Tuesday through Thursday. Okay, Monday, fax machines overwhelmed. Friday, people, 4 o'clock, they're heading for the door. Okay, you don't want your fax to come in at 4 o'clock because who knows what's going to happen over the weekend. As I say, once you've faxed it, every 30 days, call them. Okay, if you wait 30 days and you call them, they haven't received it, what you need to do is you need to request that a hold be put on collections. Okay, they'll usually give you 9 weeks. And keep track of that 9 weeks. And if you haven't heard from them in the 9 weeks, call back and ask for another 9 weeks. And I also recommend that every 30 days, during that 9 weeks, you call them back and ask them, did you receive our correspondence? Don't give them any rest. Don't cut them any slack. Stay on top of it, because, presumably they record every time you call. And if you show that you're calling regularly and you're on top of the problem, they can't exactly say that you're being negligent in handling your tax matters. Sometimes they'll give you 12 weeks, actually. And sometimes they'll send you a letter that says, hey, we've received your correspondence, and we need another 45 days, or we need another 60 days to respond, and that you don't need to do anything. And you don't, unless you receive another notice. Anytime you receive a notice saying that you owe a penalty, or that they're going to levy on your assets, call them. The point is, don't give up. Don't lose patience. Don't let them wear you down. Just keep after it, be nice, and be professional. Now, if your account is turned over to automated collections, I do not recommend that you call automated collections as an officer of the organization. I recommend that you hire a professional, a CPA, an attorney, and give them power of attorney under Form 2848, and have them call and try to get a hold put on collections. The reason I say that is that if you call as an officer, the first thing the IRS is going to ask you after they confirm your identity is they're going to ask you, which bank does the organization do business with? Okay? And of course, the reason they want to know that is so they can find your bank account and take money out of it and levy on your account. You don't want to lie to the IRS. You don't want to just blow them off. You don't want to put yourself in that awkward situation. So let your power of attorney call them. Preferably a power of attorney who doesn't know who you bank with. And I mean, that's what I do. When I call on behalf of clients and the collections ask me who do they bank with, I say I don't know, because I don't know. Also, remember that you have a right to be heard. Your organization has a right to be heard. Okay, you've sent correspondence, and you have a right to have the IRS address that correspondence before they come and levy your assets and take your stuff, because you owe a penalty. If the IRS refuses to respond after many months, and they refuse to put additional holds on collection, and they start telling you that they're going to levy on your assets if you don't pay, that's the time to request an appeal hearing. Okay, you need to request it in writing, and you probably should engage the services of a professional to help you with that. Now, do you have to pay the penalty before you request abatement? No, you do not. I generally don't recommend my clients do that, and in fact, 90% of my clients who have a penalty couldn't pay it if they wanted to, because they just don't have the money. But you have to understand that as long as your penalty goes unpaid, and as long as it has not been abated, interest will continue to accrue. Okay, so each time they send you a notice, there's more and more interest on it, and of course they will continue to remind you ad nauseum that interest continues to accrue until you pay it. They would prefer you pay it and then ask for abatement later. Once the penalty is abated, the interest goes away. Okay. Now, I hope what I've said today is helpful. If you're not comfortable handling it yourself, if you've reached the end of your rope and you'd like some advice, you'd like to talk about it, you go to my website, nonprofittaxguide.com. You can click on Contact, and you'll be shown a form where you can fill in your information. It will come right to me, right to my email. If you don't necessarily want to hire me to help you out, but you just want some advice on your specific situation based on your specific fact pattern, if you need help with something else, or your status has been revoked and you want to know what to do to get it back, any other problem, then click on Schedule Phone Consultation. Okay, my price is right on there. At the current time, I'm charging $100 per half hour phone consultation. I will talk about whatever you want. Many things can be resolved in a half an hour. So, I hope this has been helpful. Have a great day.